YouTubers, what's going on? Back with another video. This one is the El Camino or Gbody door panels. I found a quick and inexpensive way to make some. Alright, so what I got at the top of the screen is my old setup, which I had made out the 1/8 of an inch thick black cardboard. It's supposed to be waterproof, but it's not waterproof. It'll bend and fold and do everything the regular cardboard do. It might take a little longer, but it ain't what they say. Alright, so from that old setup, I stepped it to new, right? You gotta get better every time you do something. So I went from the 1/8 inch cardboard to the 1/8 inch subflooring, which you can get from Lowe's, Home Depot, anything like that. Lowe's got two kinds. They got a more expensive kind, then they got the cheap kind. I usually go with the cheap kind. It runs about $15, but if you can find one cheap, wink wink, they'll mark it down for you. You know what I mean? To about 12, something like that, maybe 10, depending on how bad it's chipped. But after that, I moved to the this right here. This has to be redone too. I almost forgot about this. My bad. This the whole foundation. This the old base or bottom part of the door panel. As you can see, it was chipping and had all kind of deterioration to it. So what I did was sand it down and got all the loose stuff off of it. So when I put my Bondo or Evercoat or whatever, you know, the filler, I might use some Rondo, you know what I'm saying? But whatever I use to fill it back up, I want to be able to get it smooth. So when I wrap it, it looks good and you won't see all them indentions and, you know, everything else that some people leave in door panels, you know what I'm saying? But okay, so getting back to the 1/8 inch subfloor, I use this for the base. See, when I did my first set of panels, I used this black cardboard, right? And the black cardboard limit what you can do, you know what I mean, how you can build on it and all that other stuff. So therefore I switched up to the wood because you can build on wood with wood and it's more sturdy and it can hold the shape and everything, you know what I'm saying? Like less water damage, all that. So it's just more beneficial. But with this old door panel, I learned that this won't nothing, you know what I'm saying? I mean, for if some people like the flat door panels, you know what I'm saying, like original, to go ahead and sew a pattern in this or whatever. This is the pattern I sewed, and at the time it was the best I could do with what I had. It looked real dirty right now, but this used to be lime green, you know what I'm saying? So it looked different when it was fresh. But I freestyled that, you know what I mean, by freehand. It looked a little jacked up. This little curve right here ain't that straight. But, you know, it was freehand and I was kind of new. I was trying to evolve myself, you know what I mean? I'm just trying to help people evolve themselves faster than I had to do on my own. But, so with that being said, this was at the bottom of the door panel right here. This part of the door panel, which usually has the carpet in it. Now what I did was that 1/8 inch subfloor, I took that, right? Give me 1 second. I took that where the carpet used to be out and I made a template for that. So this was my base, right? For me to build on. With that, I needed some spacers, right? Because some El Caminos had speakers, you know, some didn't. Some Gbodys, you know, I don't know. They might be the same way, but I don't think so because they got more room than an El Camino. But the speakers I'm going with is I got a 5 1/4 and I got a 4 inch from some previous builds I had. Alright, but getting back to the build up. To make the speakers fit, I had to first of all find out where I was gonna line it up at, where I wanted it at, where it won't gonna hit the hit nothing at. Right here, I'm gonna bevel that, so it ain't gonna be like it is. Matter of fact, all this right here getting beveled from like right here, right here. Then I made a spacer. I put it up to that. I know it ain't lined up, but I put it up to that. Alright. And right here, I try to keep the same curvature, but it's coming out a little bit. But it's as you go. You know what I'm saying? Like, you can try to make it perfect, or you can just, work on it bit by bit. Because if you try to make it perfect the first time, I guarantee you're gonna mess up. I guarantee it. You know what I'm saying? Unless you're just nice like that. And if you are nice like that, that's what's up. But next I had to cut the hole for the speaker, right? So I did that, and then I routed it out. Now I'm gonna tell you another thing that make life easier. Tools, man. If you got the right tools, you can do anything. You know what I mean? I got a router, and I made it work. You know what I'm saying? It's not hard to use these tools. Be careful though, cause you can't hurt yourself. But in order to upgrade from like this flat old, what I mean, what it used to be, and now to what it's going to be. And I know you don't see nothing but a board up here, but trust me, you know what I'm saying? Alright, so the tools make the job easier, but you can't do this with a simple tools like a jigsaw. You know what I'm saying? Because I was on the jigsaw real hard before I got it on the table saw, stuff like that. Now table saw is good because it keep your line straight, and you can put more boards up there than one. You know what I'm saying? What you can do with a jigsaw, you can clamp the wood together and cut it together, but it's a lot more work involved than just putting it on a table saw and sliding it through. You know what I'm saying? So, you know, we all got to start where we got to start at. You know what I'm saying? So, with that being said, that go with tools too. If you might not be able to get the most expensive table saw or expensive router or expensive this and that, but it all depends on what you want to do with the tools and how you're gonna use them. If you're gonna use them to make money, I implore you to invest in better tools. But if you're just doing this as a hobby or trade, you know what I mean, maybe just for your car or some friends, you don't got to get the best of the best. You know what I mean? And Harbor Freight, you got like 45 days if something happened to it to take it back. Wink, wink. You know what I'm saying? But hey man, better tools, the better job gonna come out. No matter how good you are with your hands, you know what I'm saying? Now you can come out with some good stuff with your hands because people was making stuff by their hands before with machines. You know what I'm saying? Stuff was nice, but when the machine came out, it made life easier for man. You know what I'm saying? So use a little bit of your skill and a little bit of machine, and you gonna do all right. You know what I'm saying? You're gonna be all right. But getting back to the door panels. So I lined out like that. I beveled this to come with the door panel. You see it? You see it? Yeah. So that's how I want to do now. On the side right here, I'm gonna put a wedge in here. I'll probably route that side. I know I'm gonna probably route this edge right here. Route this edge. I put a bevel on this edge. You know what I'm saying? I'm gonna leave this alone from this side right here to this side, going all the way around. I'm gonna bevel that out too. So I'm gonna put a nice little edge on it so it won't be all boxy. Then what I'm gonna do is I'm gonna cut design out. I ain't get to that part yet of what it's gonna be, but that's where this black mesh and my LEDs come in at, right? So I'm gonna cut my design out, put my LED in it, put the mesh on top. You know what I'm saying? And I'm gonna do the same for the speaker grill, which I haven't made that yet, and I'll probably make that out a 1/2 inch. And I'll probably end up getting these edges right here all like perfect, you know what I'm saying, how I want them. And then I'll glue these two together. And then this will be screwed to this. And then from the well, all this is from the back side. So this and this, the 1/8 inch, will be screwed to the back, from the back. And then this right here is going to be screwed to this bottom piece. Remember, these two is together because I'm going to glue them together. So this is going to be screwed to the bottom piece from the back. And then I probably had to get like some, what's that, 3/4, it's like 1 1/4 or something like that. 1 1/2. Alright, well, so it's going to be like maybe some 2.5 inch screws from the back after I put the cover on it. And it won't be no screw holes, you won't be able to see anything. But the cover is going to have the LEDs in it. I'm going to have some LEDs run through here. And I'm also going to have some LEDs on the top part. So this is going to line up, this is going to line up. Now when you go to the Lowe's and get your MDF, the 3/4 and the 1/2 inch, you can use it how you want to use it. I like the 3/4 to build my stuff. I got a sheet of 3/4. I think I said it was like $40, and I got a sheet of 1/2 inch for like $28, something like that. But with the sheets, 3/4, 1 3/4 sheet, which is like, I think it's an 8x4 sheets. It yielded me. I got 2 tops for my what I'm talking about, 3/4. Okay, the 3/4 I got. I built a center console, which is gonna be probably on part 2 of the door panel video. I'll show you that. So I built a center console for the El Camino. Then I made this little speaker slash decorative piece right here with the 3/4 for both doors, the center console, and the 1/2 inch I use for a different car too. So really, for this car, I'm gonna use the 1/2 inch for the grill covers. The 1/8 inch subfloor, I got 2 of these pieces, one for a passenger driver, of course. Then 2 of the pieces under this piece, and again, I use the 1/8 inch subfloor for another project. So you get a lot from a little, you know what I'm saying? Especially if you paying people. I mean, if people paying you to do it, you know what I'm saying? Like, you get a board and you can make, a speaker box and a console. Shoot, you just killed it right there. The price of that $40, that won't nothing. They ate that up. But it's just something to consider when you're doing these door panels. Oh, okay. So getting back to the top door panel before I ramble on too much. Alright. So I made the top door panel. When you make your top door panel, if you're gonna have it with depth, when I mean depth, I mean coming out, any little bit. What you want to do is mark your dashboard, where your dashboard going to be at. Because if you cover this whole thing with design and you go past the point where the dashboard is going to be at, you're not going to be able to shut your door. You know what I'm saying? So you're going to be all happy with what you did and, like, yes, probably want to show everybody and all that. And then you put it on and try to shut the door, and you're going to hear something like, womp, womp, from the back somewhere. You're gonna be like, where that coming from? Yeah, that's because you messed up. You know what I'm saying? So keep that in mind too. Always keep in mind your clearances, and take it step by step. You know what I mean? Like right now, I knew that I wanted some speakers, right? So I said, how I'm gonna make these speakers? What I had in my arsenal. You know what I'm saying? I had these kickers, the competition series. I like them. You know what I'm saying? Don't hate on me. So next I was like, how can I mount these to what I got? You know what I'm saying? Which is the El Camino joint. This right here, I won't gonna put carpet there, and I won't gonna go back with the old design, which won't bad. What I had did was I took this board and I put some foam on it, and then I put some lime green vinyl on it. You know what I'm saying? So it looked good. I'm not gonna, it looked good, you know what I'm saying? It was more like an old school theme, you know what I'm saying? But it was clean, because I try not to be sloppy in nothing I do, you know what I'm saying? Nothing. But anyway, I want something different now, you know what I mean? Because even when I did that, I ain't have no speakers in the car. And I was going to make a center console back then, which was years back, you know what I mean, to put in the car. But I never got a chance to do it. So now that I said, hey, man, let me go ahead and just show some people, you know, what I have learned in my time of working with cars and what I can add to somebody else to help them out. You know what I'm saying? Because I want to see people come out to car shows and be like, yeah, this is something I did. You know what I'm saying? Because, you know, I ain't going to sit here and say it's easy to pay for this stuff. You know what I'm saying? Because it's not easy to pay for it. You know what I mean? When I say that, I mean the non-builders, people who ain't doing it themselves. I mean somebody who gets somebody to do it for them. It ain't easy, you know what I'm saying? Because you got to spend. You want to spend, you know what I'm saying? But if you want a little bit more pride in your ride and satisfaction in knowing that, you know, you did it yourself, shoot, ain't nothing wrong with that. You know what I'm saying? So this is my contribution to all that. You know what I mean? And I hope it helps somebody. If it don't help you, I try, you know what I'm saying? But if you're running like this as well, you can run LEDs back here with no problem, or you can run something back here. And you could take it through the back of the door panel so won't nobody see your wire or nothing. But that's if you want yours there. Again, I'm going to put mine in the grill and I'm going to run it through here. And then what else I'm going to do is on this board right here, you know what I mean? I'm going to put my design here somewhere. And I'm going to put the grill and the LEDs and all that. Oh, and remember, even if you got the manual, the automatic conversion for the windows, don't forget your hole. You got to cut the hole out so your mechanism can function. If you don't cut that hole out, you're going to have grinding. Your door panel ain't going to fit. It's going to be a whole bunch of problems. Now, if you use this as your base piece and you cut the hole and you're going to build on top, depending on how your pattern is, you might have to route out a piece of that so it can still spin, because this right here is going to let that nipple that that the window crank goes on stick out about a 1/4 inch or maybe a 1/2 inch, you know what I'm saying? So you still got that much room that you're going to have to account for when you put your door panel on. That's why they got them caps that stick out when you do the conversion. But if you don't want that, you can always do something different, you know what I'm saying? But YouTube, that's it for this video right here. Catch me part 2. I'm gonna have this door panel and the other door panel further along. I'll probably have it to where you can see the LEDs and the patterns I'm gonna use, and plus I'll give you a run through on the center console. But y'all stay safe, check me out, peace.